Marble, coached by Darren Peach, brings a 13-0 record into the game. Driscoll, coached by Tim Rackey, brings a 12-1 record into the game. Tenorio. At guard number 59, Brian Berja. At center number 65, Nick Georgianis. At guard number 79, Sam Turner. At tackle number 71, Drew Deludio. Wide receiver number 44, Billy Morris. Receiver number 35, Greg Turner. At halfback number 28, Anthony Gebhardt. At fullback number 40, Jason Schultz. And at quarterback number 7, Matt Mahaney.
No help at all.
Watch him, watch him! Look at him! Get used to it! Good try! Good try! Up and good!
from the keeper. Brought down by number 66, Luke Rose.
Hit him back.
Oh, man.
James transition.
Just so you're too quiet.
Thrown in front formation for Mount Carmel.
Oh, you got a catch that.
Keep rolling.
For Mount Carmel.
Go, guys. Let it go. Let it go. We got it on the 22. There's a mark. gotta play. Good. Good. Somebody just running out of the ice. Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, they got him one-on-one. Oh, yeah, cool. Look at the daddy. Oh, that's a good cut. Right. Those are good. Debbie's coming up. Come on, Debbie. Time out. Time out. He's open.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Run it the other way. Drag over the middle.
In the corner.
That's all right. Good ball. Time out. Hey, throw the drag off the line. There's Billy. Boom. Go, Billy! They got him, too. Still gets 2 yards, that's wrong. Schultz got the ball. Oh, Swift!
Let's go! Push it forward! Push it forward!
Come on, Joe.
With that 40.
Miss Bill!
Ceramic. Yeah! Driscoll, that's
Attention in the stadium, DeCoyne Principal Dave Scosi and Immaculate Conception Principal Sister Marie Field. Please report to the southwest corner of the field at the conclusion of this game. Thank you.
taking out the seniors. He's got him beat this time.
Got the ball.
He scored, too.
Gatorade, proud sponsor of the IHSA. are alcohol-free zones, and event staff will enforce this policy. Security will always have priority over convenience. Therefore, if you are requested to cooperate with event personnel in any manner, please do so promptly. Your assistance will enable event staff to fulfill its responsibilities efficiently. Thank you.
Welcome back. When it comes to Catholic League football, Joliet Catholic, Providence, and Mount Carmel tend to grab most of the headlines. Those three schools owned a combined 26 state titles heading into the weekend. But on Friday, two smaller schools from the Suburban Catholic Conference took center stage. While Immaculate Conception made its first trip downstate, the Highlanders from Addison Driscoll were charging towards a second straight 4A title.
Chris, last year Addison Driscoll needed 2 overtimes to beat Mount Carmel, Illinois. On Friday night, all the Highlanders needed was 1/2. They put on a clinic. Anthony Gebhardt takes the screen, sheds one last tackle, and he's in. 26 yards, 7-zip Driscoll. End of the first quarter, Matt Mahaney, he's going to air this one out. He's going to be looking for Billy Morris. Morris is wide open, 56 yards. Highlanders up 14-0 after 1 quarter. Back to Gebhardt. The junior tailback had a phenomenal game. Nearly 200 yards of total offense. Back across the grain, 44-yard run, and the Highlanders, they have this game well in command. The defense doing its job. Luke Mraz and Tom Hohenzi in pursuit. They get the sack. Mahaney tacked on 2 more touchdown passes to Super Junior Greg Turner just before the half. Highlanders led 35-0 at halftime, and they roll to a 42-0 4A state title game victory. Head coach Tim Rackey gets a bath. A second straight title for Driscoll. Don't be surprised if you see these guys back in Champaign in 2003.
Welcome back to Champaign on state championship weekend. Inside Memorial Stadium, a Class 4A rematch as Addison Driscoll takes on Mount Carmel for the state championship. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Memorial Stadium. My name is Kurt Pegler. Aledo has already won a state championship, and South Beloit has already won a state championship. And now we've got a pair of teams that played for the state title last year, a game that wasn't decided until the second overtime. Mount Carmel and Addison Driscoll, they're expecting another huge ball game tonight. That's the report from the sidelines. Now let's go upstairs and hear from our play-by-play team. It's Lee Hall and Greg Bradshaw.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much. We are expecting another great ball game. We called the first game today for the first game between these two powerhouses, Mount Carmel and Driscoll Catholic. It went to double overtime, and we expect nothing less here tonight, Greg.
Well, both teams have been rated number 1 and number 2 all year. They've circled each other on the calendar. They were ready to come back here 12 months later to do it again. I'm excited. I think we're going to see a great ball game once again.
Let's take a look at how they got here. Not exactly like which highway, but their road to Champaign as far as the playoffs go. Each team winning 4 times to get here to state. And first, for the visitors from Mount Carmel, the Golden Aces in the first round got by Johnston City. Second round, 30-27 over Heron. In the quarterfinals, they outed Benton and then won again last week against Hillsboro. For Driscoll Catholic, they squeaked by Burlington Central in the first round. Second round, they beat Lombard Montini 21-8. In the quarterfinals, they beat Byron, and in the semifinals, a 23-3 win on the road last week against Princeton, and they find themselves here tonight facing each other again. Let's take a look at the key players to tonight's game. First, for Mount Carmel, offensively, number 2 is number 1 in the Golden Aces' hearts.
Yeah, things start and end with Luke Drone. Luke is a senior. He did a great job last year, scoring 4 touchdowns through the air and running for 1 last year. He's been their leader all year. When they needed big plays, he's come through.
Let's take a look defensively for the Aces.
On the defensive side of the ball, we've got Judd Lewis. He's a junior inside linebacker, 6'1", 225, but has great speed, makes tackles all over the field.
We remember these guys well. Key player offensively for Driscoll Catholic, number 35, Greg Turner.
Yeah, who else? Greg Turner, he does everything for them. Greg Turner, he catches the ball. They'll bring him in the backfield. He'll run the ball. They need to get a lot of touches to Greg Turner today to be successful, and I think they will.
How about defensively for the Highlanders?
Defensively, number 40, Jason Scholes. He's in the middle. He does a great job plugging holes, loves to make the big hit. He's going to have to mirror Luke Drone today all over the field and have to be very conscious of where Luke Drone is.
Mount Carmel is undefeated. Addison Driscoll with 1 loss on the season. Let's go to PA announcer Jeff Fritzen for the starting lineups for tonight's 4A state championship.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for the Class 4A state football championship. First for Mount Carmel, Coach Darren Peach. On defense, number 35, Mike Cheeseman. Tackle, number 64, Nick Nolan. Tackle, number 62, Jason Nykirk. At end, number 78, Chris Johnston. At linebacker, number 41, Tyler Buss. At linebacker, number 59, Judd Lewis. At linebacker, number 33, Nick Winters. Safety, number 8. Luke Drone. Cornerback, number 31, Michael Brewer. And at cornerback, number 3, Clint Doherty. And now the starting offense for Driscoll. First, Coach Tim Racky. Tight end number 12, Danny Swick. At tackle number 70, Steve Tenorio. At guard number 59, Brian Bergia. At center number 65, Nick Georgianis. At guard number 79, Sam Kerner. At tackle number 71, Drew DeLudio. At wide receiver, number 44, Billy Morris. At wide receiver, number 35, Greg Turner. At halfback, number 28, Anthony Gebhardt. At fullback, number 40, Jason Scholes. And at quarterback, number 7, Matt Mahaney.
A lot of the usual suspects return this year. A lot of familiar names from last year's 4A title game. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. First, Greg, for Mount Carmel.
Well, first of all, there's an ocean of emotion in this game for Mount Carmel. They've been thinking about this game all year, and how they handle that emotion is going to be key to this game. I know Coach Peach has been talking to them about it, but you never really know how you're going to handle that emotion until the ball's kicked. Offensive balance. They need to keep that defensive Driscoll off balance by mixing in passing and running. And then lastly, Mr. Turner. They got to tame him. They can't let him get loose today. He's their game breaker.
And how about for Driscoll Catholic?
For Driscoll, they need a co-star. Turner's going to do great, but they need to have somebody else step up, maybe Anthony Gebhardt from the tailback position, or maybe Billy Morris as a wide receiver. Hone on Drone. Luke Drone is the man on this team. He's going to kick the ball. He's going to receive the ball maybe. He runs the ball. Great on defense. Know where he is all the time. Lastly, speed on defense. Mount Carmel's offensive line is bigger than the defensive front 5 of Driscoll, but they can use their speed to get off blocks and make tackles.
Mount Carmel will kick off to start the game. And here come the Highlanders. That's number 28, Anthony Gebhardt, a star in last year's 4A title game. He brings it out to the 37-yard line where the Highlanders will start offensively, a return of 28 yards.
That's a big return. If you haven't been with us for the previous games, the wind has been a factor all day. Driscoll's going to start going against the wind here. A nice return, gives them good field position just past the 35-yard line.
Here come the Driscoll Catholic Highlanders, 12-1 out of the Suburban Catholic Conference. Turner is number 35, a guy to keep an eye on. 2 receivers left. Here's Mahaney. Looking, has a man. That's Billy Morris. He's across midfield and brought down at about the 48-yard line. 18 on the pickup there. Wayne Hamlin on the stop for Mount Carmel.
Nice safe play to start out the game. 3-step drop for Mahaney and hits Billy Morris. Right away, they're getting someone else in the game. It's good to see Billy Morris catch the ball. If you're for Driscoll.
Exactly right. Picks up the first down. And now it's Mahaney in the shotgun. Gebhardt and Turner back there with him. This is Gebhardt. He is quick. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. You talked to Tim Rackey about Anthony Gebhardt. How do you describe him? One word: speed.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed. They do a nice job here spreading the defense of Mount Carmel out, spreading out wide with wide receivers, and then giving the ball on the draw inside, and Gebhardt picks up almost 10 yards.
2nd down and 1. And if you are Driscoll Catholic, you like to, well, whatever football team you're playing for, you like to see 2nd down and 1.
That's right.
If you're playing offense. Mahaney under center, 6'1" senior. Man in motion is Swick. Mahaney airs one out. Intended receiver is Greg Turner, and it's ruled incomplete. Good coverage there. Michael Brewer, number 31, 6-foot senior there on the coverage for the Golden Aces.
Great coverage and almost a great reception by Greg Turner. They fight for the ball. That's going to be a good matchup all day. Brewer versus Turner. Brewer's really a quick defensive back. You'll also see Brewer on the offensive side of the ball catching passes, and they'll be going against each other on both sides of the football all day.
How'd you like that throw into the wind?
That was a great throw, and I don't think people can appreciate the amount of wind we're dealing with here. That was a fantastic throw. He threw it about 40 yards in the air.
Reports earlier, I think, were winds between 20, 25 miles an hour, gusting up to 30. So it's been pretty strong all day. 3rd and 1 here now. This is Gebhardt, and he will be very close to a first down. Can you name that formation for us?
It's like a triple I is what I would call it. Very close. Anthony made a move. Instead of just banging in there, I thought he should have just kind of banged it up in there and got the first down, but he tried to maybe scoot out to the outside. It may have cost him the first down. They're going to bring out the chains here to measure. You could see the philosophy of Driscoll. They're 2nd and short. What do? They try to go to the home run to Turner. They're not going to mess around. They know that they're going to be in for a good ball game today against Mount Carmel, and they're not afraid to take chances.
And this is Mount Carmel from Southern Illinois as Driscoll Catholic gets the first down, not to be confused with Chicago Mount Carmel, who will be playing for a state title tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, the two programs, it's so easy to get them confused because they're both so successful. They're always in the playoffs, and Mount Carmel has been down here now 2 years in a row. And, of course, Mount Carmel from Chicago, it makes it a regular dose of being down here.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Highlanders from just inside the Mount Carmel 38-yard line. Trips receivers right. Driscoll Catholic, if those were blue jerseys, you'd think they were Notre Dame, but they are black. And back to throw and complete to Gebhardt as he slides on the turf. Gain of about 5.
Just a safe flood pattern. They had Turner going down about 15 yards, and they set Gebhardt in the flat, and he reads the defensive coverage and hit whoever's open. Here's a good look at it. He drops back out of the shotgun, reads the defensive coverage. They fade back on Turner. He just drops it off to Gebhardt, and they get 5 yards.
Nice job by Gebhardt. Getting down in the plastic turf and picking it up. 2nd and 4. Mahaney in the shotgun. Hands it off inside to Gebhardt. And he's down inside the 30-yard line and close to another first down for Driscoll Catholic.
That was a big play right there by Judd Nelson. He made a shoestring tackle. It looked like Gebhardt had a lot of room if he escaped that tackle. Judd Nelson, great job. He's got to do that all day. They can't allow Gebhardt to get loose.
He'll be just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Mahaney threw for over 2,000 yards so far this season. He'll hand off Gebhardt, and he will have a first down.
Got it on the second effort there. They sent Jason Schultz in motion. They like to lead him up on linebackers and then bring Gebhardt up behind him. They ran it, got the first down. Keep moving the chains. Good drive so far here for Driscoll.
Get a good look at number 28. Anthony Gebhardt had the game of his life in the state championship game against Mount Carmel a year ago. Kickoff returns of 54 and 29 yards and had a touchdown catch as well. He was kind of deep on the depth chart coming into that ball game, but he was the star of that game.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of touches this year, and he's been a real good reason to give a little bit of a balance or off balance to Greg Turner. He's kind of the anti-Greg Turner.
Turner in motion to the near side. Mahaney fakes to him. He's got people coming at him. The flip to Gebhardt. He's got yardage inside the 20. Another first down. He's still on his feet and in for the score. Anthony Gebhardt, 26 yards on a little toss from Matt Mahaney, and Driscoll Catholic is on the board early.
What a well-designed play. Mahaney drops back. Who's he fake to? Greg Turner. All the defense goes over to Greg Turner. They drop it over on the left-hand side, set up a nice little screen to Gebhardt, breaks a couple tackles, gets in the end zone. Driscoll on the board first.
Anthony Gebhardt, 5'10", 180, and he just knows how to run the football and find gaps. Rick Albreski for the extra point. It's up and good, 7-0. Driscoll Catholic. This IHSA broadcast is brought to you by Country Insurance and Finance. Jumps out in front on their first possession of the game.
They didn't waste any time. They went right down the field, got about 4 first downs, then had the big play with Gebhardt on the screen.
Rick Albreski to kick off. Ryan Morris and Blake Witzman back to receive for Mount Carmel. Let's take a look at the touchdown again.
We see here on the snap of the ball, Matt Mahaney will look out to the right. He looks to Turner. He pumps to Turner, drops back, dumps it right over the head of the coming defensive lineman. Great catch by Gebhardt. Now look at him use his blockers. Great block there. And he turns it on, makes a good move, and then darts in the end zone. 6 points for Driscoll.
There's actually Nick Winters on the return for Mount Carmel. They start from their own 37-yard line. Drone hands off inside. And that's Tyler Buss. Not a lot of room there.
Here's another look at the end of this run. Nice cut right there. And then he uses his speed to get to the corner of the end zone. We talked about it already. They needed to get somebody else involved in the game besides Greg Turner. Gebhardt has been the man right now.
He's a little spark plug. 2nd down and 10 now, Mount Carmel. They call this the flex bone. Here's the hand to Summers. That's Jake Summers. He's a senior, and not much room there either.
Got a flag down the play. We have a legal procedure, it looks like, on Mount Carmel. Send them back 5 yards here.
There's the Greg Bradshaw fan club in the house tonight.
You gotta like that. You gotta like that. That's worth a couple of points when you don't wear your shirt today.
Jason Schultz talking to the sideline. Driscoll will decline the penalty, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Golden Aces.
We should get a look here at Luke Drone dropping back. Again, I think it's really critical that they mix it up today. They can't just try to run the ball against this Driscoll defense. They're very quick. They've got a lot of team speed on defense. I'd like to see them throw on 1st down a lot today.
Golden Aces 13-0 in the regular season. Here's Drone in the shotgun. Back to throw, pressure. And it's complete across the middle to Michael Brewer, the split end. And he is across the 50, 1st down, gain of 13. Luke Drone on target with the completion.
This is a great job here by the line. They had a blitz on coming from the outside. You see Tranchiletta come across at the very bottom of the screen. Luke Drone steps up, delivers the ball right on target. See, here he comes on the outside, just that little bit of a block kept him away from getting a sack, and he delivers the ball right on the money.
1st and 10, Mount Carmel. Drone again in the shotgun, hands off inside. And Ryan Morris takes it inside the 45-yard line. He's a 6-foot junior.
Yeah, both of their backs are juniors, and I like to see that shotgun formation, spread them out a little bit, and then run up the field. Very similar to what we saw Driscoll do on the first drive.
2nd down and 7 now. Mount Carmel, 13-0 in the regular season and playoffs to this point. Trying to go undefeated and win their 3rd state title in school history. Jerome fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's down after a gain of about a yard.
It's going to be a tough play. They've got a real quick defensive front, and they get off blocks and they make tackles. Running between the tackles is going to be tough today for Mount Carmel. You might want to see them get out to the outside a little bit more and put more pressure on the defensive secondary.
Now it's 3rd and 7, 5:30 to go here, first quarter. Driscoll Catholic and Mount Carmel, a rematch of last year's 4A state title game that went to double overtime. Driscoll Catholic with the early 7-0 lead. Drone in the shotgun, back to throw. Here comes the blitz. Drone avoids it. Still on his feet, very close to a first down as he knifes his way through the Driscoll Catholic defense to about the 38-yard line. Might be just a hair short there.
Great individual effort there by Luke Drone. It looks like he's going to be tackled about 3 yards short. Here he sees the pressure. He ducks up under, takes off right here. He looks like he's going down, but that little extra right there gets it very, very close to a first down. Lee, it looks as if Driscoll is going to want to put pressure on Drone. They're bringing a lot of people early in the game, making it tough for Luke just to sit back there. They're going to put pressure on him, looks like. They're not just going to sit back and play deep.
Mark Kish, the cornerback, was coming from that far side, and that's when flushed Drone out of the pocket. It is a first down. And our officials for tonight's 4A state championship: Robert Steves, Henry Wilson, John Steves, Robert Flores, and Thomas Holba. Congratulations to them. It's always a great honor to work a state championship
Yes,
game.
it is. Also a lot of pressure on him.
Great honor for us, too. First down and 10 from the 38. They give inside, and there's a big scrum there.
There's a good look.
The bus.
Yeah, good look at Jason Schultz there stepping up to meet the fullback of Mount Carmel. He's got to stop that all day. He's also really important on Luke Drone when he comes out, gets flushed out of the pocket. That in middle linebacking core of Jason Schultz and James Tranchiletta have to be mirroring him all day.
Fast moving first quarter, 4:10 to go. Driscoll Catholic the 7-0 lead on a Matt Mahaney touchdown pass to Anthony Gebhardt. Here's Drone giving it inside to Morris. And he gains about 2 or 3. Rush for 892 yards this season for the Golden Aces.
They've been very balanced all year. If you look at their rushing yardage, Ryan Morris has 892, Luke Drone 813, Tyler Buss 714, Jake Summers 643. All of those guys can beat you. Not too many guys have a lot, but they're all very good at running, and they've done a good job utilizing them all year.
3rd and 4. Drone hands it off inside to Morris. He's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Good job by the Highlander defense, and Jason Schultz is there in that group to make the stop.
Well, it's going to bring up a big 4th down decision here for the Golden Aces. I think they'll probably go for it. Since they're about the 31-yard line, they're too far for a field goal. I don't think they'll punt. I think they're going to go for it here. First really big play of the game.
4th and 3. Drone in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Back to throw. Almost picked off. Almost picked off. Brian Burja in there on the coverage for Driscoll Catholic.
Luke Drone makes the fake. He rolls out to his right. Then he looks back across the field, tries to throw it across his body, which is very dangerous. Great defensive play there. It's never really want to throw late down the middle, and that's what Luke tried there. Sometimes you can get away with it, but more often than not, you're going to have trouble throwing late down the middle of the field.
Blake Witzman was the intended receiver. So it's Driscoll Catholic ball from their own 31. Handoff inside, and here come the Aces. Gebhardt met at the line of scrimmage. Big number 64, Nick Nolan, 6 foot 260 up there for the stop.
That's a good job. I think you're going to see that the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, they've got a good coaching staff. They're going to make adjustments. They're not going to let Anthony Gebhardt just come clean. They're going to make some changes to their defense to stop that run. Now look for them to get the ball to Turner. He has not really touched the ball yet this game.
2nd and 12, 2:13 to go, first quarter. Mahaney in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, little option play here, pitches to Gebhardt, has yardage, and almost to the 40-yard line, stopped at about the 38. He'll be short of the first down.
Well executed play right here. This is not an easy thing to run the option out of the shotgun formation. They really run it very, very well and execute this play, and it gains them 7 yards. Not many people can do that. Obviously, Driscoll's practiced this a lot, and that's one of the reasons they're here. They execute extremely well.
Talk about how many times Turner needs to touch the ball. Gebhardt has 2 catches and 6 rushes already for the Highlanders. 3rd down and 3. Mahaney the pitch. Here comes Gebhardt, racing for the sideline, trying to get around the corner. And he's out at the 44, and that will be a first down.
You got a real good a picture of his speed there. They just pitched him the ball, and he just scooted to the sideline and just used his speed to outrun the defensive secondary to pick up that first down. He's really been the workhorse for this team in the first quarter.
Sure has. His 7th carry. Turner has not carried the ball yet. First and 10. And Matt Mahaney forced to call timeout. The play clock was down to 2, and they were still moving around. He needs to get organized with 1:19 to play here, first quarter.
Well, Driscoll has really done a nice job establishing their game. The play of Anthony Gebhardt here early has given them a great chance to move the ball down the field, get their first score. I think Mount Carmel needs to get a defensive stop just to get some confidence to know that they can stop this Highlander offense.
Mount Carmel, as we mentioned, 13-0, champions in the North Egypt Conference, their 29th conference title, as we get a look at a Highlander. And some of the folks here enjoying tonight's IHSA State Football Championship atmosphere. The Driscoll Catholic fans have made the trip down from the suburbs. And there's the Aces from southeastern Illinois. Yeah, they see themselves on the scoreboard now. Mount Carmel, about 45 minutes from Evansville, Indiana, southeastern Illinois. My Uncle Joe used to sell insurance in Mount Carmel.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Are you well insured? I hope so.
Yeah, I am. Mahaney back to throw on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket and slides at the 44-yard line for no gain.
Good job by the defensive secondary there for Mount Carmel. They were in a man-to-man defense, and they all had their men covered. Nothing Matt Mahaney could do but tuck it under and try to get what he could.
Just 1 minute left now in the first quarter. 7-0. Driscoll Catholic scored on their opening drive. Mahaney, a little pitch to Anthony Gebhardt, who raced for 26 yards. And put the Highlanders up 7-0. That Highlander down there looked like he should have been in Braveheart, didn't he? Might have been Mel Gibson for all we know. Mahaney in the shotgun. Back to throw, the left-hander looking downfield, has a man, wide open, Billy Morris, and he goes in for the score.
Great play. Great
56 yards. Mahaney to Billy Morris.
What happened, I think they're so concerned about Greg Turner that they're leaving other people go. Billy Morris just comes right straight down the seam, and they let him go wide open. They had 2 guys out on Turner, nobody on Billy Morris, right down the middle.
Billy Morris averages 23.4 yards a catch. He got 56 that time, doubled his average. And then some. Albreski, the point after. Might as well put it on the board when he steps out there. 28 seconds left, first quarter. Driscoll Catholic, a couple of big plays for a 14-0 lead.
Great execution by Matt Mahaney. Sitting in the pocket, you got to credit the offensive line, giving them lots of time to throw that pass down the field. Really was a well-designed, well-executed play. There's the protection. Look at that. Nobody around him, doesn't even get touched. And he has an easy time delivering the ball to Billy Morris.
Could you see his eyes light up there?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Little Dan Pastorini look there.
That's
Number
right.
7, lefty.
It's a good
like
feeling.
that.
When you see somebody that open, you just want to get in the ball right now. And then you just say, run, run as fast as you can. And Billy Morris got him in.
He sure did. Billy Morris, 5'9", 160.
He caught it and he was gone. Only his 18th catch of the year. But it was a productive one, and still, what would you have said if I had told you before the game Driscoll Catholic is going to lead 14-0 and Greg Turner won't touch the ball in the first quarter?
Well, that just highlights the great play of Anthony Gephardt and Matt Mahaney early in this game.
And here's Winters with it. Brings it back to the 33-yard line. And that's where Mount Carmel will take over. Don't think they'll get a play called here in the first quarter.
Mount Carmel will not panic. They're a great ball club. They've been in dire straits before. I wouldn't say they're in dire straits. We've got a long way to go, but last week they were behind by 12 points with 7 minutes to go in the game, and they know how to come back. Luke Drone is a great leader, and he usually makes the plays when they need him.
And now the officials stop the clock. I think we're going to readjust the clock here.
Clock for 18 seconds. 1-8.
It rolled there for a while on the change of possession. So we'll play 18 seconds more of the first quarter. Mount Carmel will turn around and be into the win. Here's Drone on the keeper. Out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
Driscoll's done a real nice job on first down, really limiting Mount Carmel from getting the big gainer, putting them in second and long position, and they've done the same thing on second down. That's, I think, again, we go back to one of the keys for the game. Mix it up, throw the ball on first down. I think Mount Carmel has to open up a little bit on first down.
Darren Peach will mull that over as we go to a break. We played one quarter. It's Driscoll Catholic with a 14-0 lead over the Golden Aces of Mount Carmel in a rematch of last year's 4A title game. Back with more from Champaign after this local break. Over Mount Carmel. Drone fakes the handoff here as we start playing the second. Almost tripped up and does fall after running into a lineman.
James Tranchiletta again coming off the quarter, number 42, does a great job of pressuring Luke Drone. Doesn't allow him to have time to find his receivers, and it results in a sack. Good play by Tranchiletta. I love saying that name, by the way. Tranchiletta. The Tarantula. I'm sure they call him the Tarantula. They gotta call him the Tarantula.
3rd and 10 now for the Golden Aces. Driscoll Catholic and the Tarantulas weave a web of intrigue here in Champaign. Drone in the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Mount Carmel tries to get something going offensively. Wide open and through the hands of number 13. Lee Anderson. Lee Anderson was open.
They try to just come down here. We've got a receiver on the outside just coming down across. You'll see the blitz here coming from the outside, but he gets enough time to come on. The ball comes right in here. Great throw, and should have been a catch. Great call. Everything was perfect. Just got to catch the ball. Great throw by Luke Drone, find the hole in the defense.
Here's Drone back to punt. Into the wind, a spiral, a nice kick. Fielded there at the 35 by Turner, who finally gets a touch, and flags from everywhere as Turner gets his first touch of the night.
And unfortunately, that's going to come back. We had a block in the back. You'll see it. If we show the replay, it was very, very clear. The whole stadium saw the block in the back, and that's going to send them back a little bit. They'll probably start now between the 20 and 25-yard line.
On the return is clipping. Driscoll with a 15-yard penalty, and we'll have first down.
Here's another look, a nice run by Turner.
You see the clip right on the left edge of your screen here, right here. Block in the back. Oh, here it comes, right here. Right there, you heard the whole stadium go, oh, as soon as that happened, because everybody saw it. Everybody knew that this play would be coming back 15 yards.
So Driscoll Catholic will start from their own 22 instead with a 14-0 lead. Opening moments of the second quarter. Here's the give to Gebhardt inside, and the entire community of Mount Carmel was there to meet him.
Well, the defensive front of Mount Carmel, they're pretty physical. They average 234 across the front. You're not going to be able to run the ball between the tackles very good against Mount Carmel. That's why they've had more success with Gebhardt getting to the outside.
2nd and 10. Mahaney looking for Turner, just threw it a little bit wide of him.
That's one of their favorite patterns. They just send 3 receivers to the strong side, 1 into the flat, 1 about 15 yards towards the sideline, and they clear with the outside receiver, trying to get Turner the ball in between the seams of the defense.
And Greg Turner, number 35, has still not touched the ball in a play from scrimmage.
Well, you got to like that. It's kind of like when Michael Jordan didn't have any points in the first half. You knew in the second he'd score a ton. You'd like to be up 14-0 without him doing anything for you if you're Driscoll.
A nice guy to hold in reserve. 3rd and 10 now for Driscoll. Mahaney back to throw. Here comes the pressure. The first guy didn't get him, but the second one does. That's big number 59, Judd Lewis, your key defensive player for the Golden Aces.
That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get pressure on Mahaney, and that they may have to do that from the linebacker spot. You'll see him. He lines up right there, coming over the center, fighting his way through. He doesn't quit, comes off the block, makes the play. Really, he had help from his defensive line as well.
Chris
Johnson, he's a captain. He's going to be putting pressure on Mahaney all day as well.
Judd Lewis, the leading sack man for Mount Carmel. He gets another one there. 9:48 to go here, second quarter. And that's Tony Spear to punt. And it takes an Addison Driscoll bounce. Boy, we saw that in the first game we did today. You can't let the ball bounce on this turf.
I tell you what, if I'm Coach Peach right now, I'm not too pleased. That was an easy ball to catch. They let it drop. It hit on about the 48-yard line and rolled about another 14 yards. In a big game, you can't afford to give up those kind of yards on not catching the ball on a punt. That was a simple punt to catch.
45-yard punt for Tony Spear, the junior. So Mount Carmel, instead of getting the ball at midfield, will start on their own 39.
It's a big drive here from Mount Carmel. They need to establish that they can move the ball consistently against this defense.
Drone keeps it. He's out to about the 42, gain of 3.
Very conservative again on first down. They're getting 2 and 3 yards, putting a lot more pressure on them on their second and third down plays from scrimmage.
(14-0) Driscoll Catholic. Mount Carmel trying to mount something here offensively. No luck so far. 2nd and long. 7 to be exact. Fakes the give. Drone keeps it himself and a couple of more yards, but maybe if that, it looks like now maybe just back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe they've seen something when they scouted Driscoll and they watched film that they can do this and get the ball with Luke Drone off tackle, but it really hasn't been too successful. Luke Drone has 6 carries for 10 yards at this point, and so I think they may have to try getting outside a little bit with Drone. Big play again, 3rd and 6. They need to establish something offensively.
Mount Carmel 2 of 4 on 3rd down. Drone in the shotgun, back to throw. Looking to the sideline. Nice adjustment, almost a catch by Ryan Morris. He had to adjust to that ball as it was kind of floating out there. He came back for it, but couldn't bring it down. And Mount Carmel will be forced to punt.
They did a nice job on this play defensively. You'll see right here they're going to swing. They're going to bring him down, and then they swing somebody up the sideline here. And there's 2 guys on defensively to make the play. Here's the drop back right here. They swing their fullback up the sideline, and 2 guys come with the safety and Tranchiletta are right there to make the play. Good job defensively by Driscoll's defense.
Luke Drone now to punt on 4th and 6. Greg Turner back to receive for the Highlanders. Another booming kick. Good hang time for Drone. It goes out of bounds though, and that'll cost him a little bit of yardage.
That's not a bad decision. You do not really want to give the ball to Greg Turner. Most teams this year do not punt the ball to him. They want to punt it out of bounds. That was ended up being only a 24-yard punt, but it's better than getting the ball in Greg Turner's hands, and he can burn you for touchdowns.
It looked great, though, because it went so high in the air. Earlier today, when the wind was blowing a little bit harder than it is now, we saw a lot of kicks that barely cleared the line.
Right. Yeah, that was a nice high kick, but up here it looked like it was going down the field. Well, here's Driscoll, some of their stats from the year. Offensively, they've scored over 33 points a game. And defensively, they've done a very good job here in the playoffs. During the season, they averaged giving up 10 points a game, but they've done an excellent job stepping up their defense here in the playoffs.
Averaging 31 points a game on the season offensively. Here's the give to Gebhardt, and stepping up defensively and making a good stop there is Nick Winters, junior linebacker.
Yeah, nice job. Just one-on-one, linebacker versus running back. And he did a great job, Winter, stepping up and making a sure tackle.
Anthony Gebhardt stopped after a gain of only 2. 7:30 left, second quarter. 4A state football finals action, a rematch of last year's game that went to double overtime. Here's the give to Gebhardt. He's got some room. Down across the 50 at about the 44, Anthony Gebhardt with a gain of 22.
Nice play. They had me fooled. Everybody goes out to the right. They got trips out to the right. They motion, and then they bring Gebhardt back across the grain. Look at him run. He's got great lateral movement, runs low to the ground. You see everybody's up to the top of the screen here. They bring Gebhardt back. He makes a good cut, and then he's off to the races. Great job. You know, this is key for Mount Carmel. They do not want to make this a three-score game. They need to stop Driscoll here, or else they're going to have a big uphill battle. So I really think this is a key series for Mount Carmel on defense.
Gebhardt with 52 yards on the ball game. Here's Mahaney. The give. Gebhardt again. Inside now. Inside the 30, and he could go. He's taking it to the house. 44 yards for Anthony Gebhardt. He was unstoppable a year ago in the title game. So far tonight, unstoppable in this ball game.
What a great move he makes. You're going to see this play again. The great move he makes on the linebacker to get free. Again, it was a one-on-one with Gebhardt. I think it's versus Judd Nelson, and he makes one move and gets free, and then he's gone. Great play by Gebhardt. What a job he's doing here today. Greg Turner, who?
Yeah, right. He still hasn't touched the football. Gebhardt with a 26-yard touchdown catch. He's now got 96 yards on the ground. Albreski's kick is up and good, and it's 21-0. Driscoll Catholic threatening to make this a runaway in the second quarter. Take another look.
Out of the shotgun. Here they give the ball. Watch this right here. There's one-on-one. Boop, right there, and he's gone. Judd Nelson is trying to find. He's grabbing grass is about all he's got. And there goes Gebhardt all the way. Great run by Gebhardt. Just a great individual effort.
Tim Rackey says Anthony Gebhardt is the heart and soul of our team. He is our leader, and that's true to this point. Back after this network break.
This is my country.
There's a big. Albreski with the kickoff. Here's Witzman with it. Blake Witzman has a lane, gets out to the 30-yard line. And that's where Mount Carmel will start after a 25-yard gain on the kickoff return by Blake Witzman.
Well, this is just going to cause some pressure on Mount Carmel. Let's look at the Driscoll scoring drive stats here. 3 plays, 67 yards. Again, Anthony Gebhardt gets loose and just takes off, and nobody could catch him. 44-yard touchdown run. As I was saying, for Mount Carmel, they need to get something going here, and what this has done is it takes a little bit of the guessing game away, because they're going to have to throw the ball a little bit more.
Drone back to throw, feels the pressure, good defensive coverage downfield, and he's sacked at the 20-yard line. Luke Mraz in there on the stop.
this defense just doesn't quit. They keep coming. Remember, we talked about it earlier, their quickness versus the Mount Carmel strength of their offensive line. These guys just don't. Look at them go. They just keep harassing, keep harassing. Two guys, excellent job by the defensive line. They just do not quit.
Mark Kish was in there as well.
Yeah, they bring him off the corner once in a while, and he was in there pursuing it as well.
You get a look at Luke Moroz, 6'2", 240-pound junior, nose guard.
He's the big man there. He's the only one really that has any big size. The rest of the guys are a little bit smaller with 190-pound range.
And a whistle on the field with 5:36 left. Mount Carmel will take timeout. Darren Peach trying to regroup things here and get something going.
Right. I sense just a little bit of frustration right now from Mount Carmel. They're not used to having this happen to them. They've been able to drive the ball on most people. They score a lot of points. So I think they got to calm down. We talked about it at the beginning of the game too, the whole emotional thing. They came into this game with a lot of emotions running high, and it looks like those emotions really hurt them a little bit. They got to settle down. There's a lot of time left in this game. They know that they can move the ball, and they just got to start moving the chains. 10 yards by 10 yards.
And there you get a look at one of last year's heroes for Driscoll Catholic, Rick Albreski, just a freshman. He kicked the game-tying field goal with 10 seconds to play. Talk about guts for a freshman.
Yep.
He kicked the game-tying field goal, sent it to overtime. And, of course, Driscoll Catholic won that game in double overtime a year ago. 2nd and 20 now for Mount Carmel at their own 20. Drone back to throw. Has a man and complete out at the 35-yard line. That's Michael Brewer.
Now what they're doing defensively, Driscoll, they are just playing the pass. They only have 3 rushers here with 1 linebacker. They're going man underneath, which means there's a guy on every single receiver plus 2 safeties behind that. They realize that they're going to have to throw the ball now, so they're changing up their defense. But that didn't matter. Luke found a guy open and made a nice game.
3rd and 6 as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Trips right for Mount Carmel. Drone goes to the left side instead, and broken up there by Greg Turner rather.
Big play, 3rd and 6. They needed a first down there. Greg Turner gets his hand in. Huge. Now they're going to have to punt the ball, and they got an opportunity to go up by 4 scores.
Now, you look at this game and you see that Greg Turner hasn't touched the ball offensively, and you think, maybe he's hurt. Maybe there's something there, but, I mean, look at the play he makes defensively. There's nothing wrong with him.
It's just been good game planning, I think, on the part of Driscoll.
Wow.
They knew that Mount Carmel was going to come in and try to stop Turner, and you know what? They have. They put 2 guys on him. We saw that earlier when they hit Billy Morris right down the middle. So they're doing the things that they need to do, and that's get some other people the ball.
Drone punts it away. Turner won't be allowed to touch it again. 27 yards. That wind's still a factor out there. Maybe not quite as strong as earlier this afternoon. And there's Mr. Attitude in the house tonight.
Yeah, that's one thing we've seen in all the games already today is there's been great sportsmanship on both sides of the ball, and we're going to see that again today. There could be, again, there's a lot of emotion going on, but these guys are here to play football, and that's all.
Well, how about before the game, the guys from Immaculate Conception that were playing in the 3A game from the same league as Driscoll Catholic, they let them out onto the field. I thought that was very classy. 4:54 left. Second quarter, Mahaney looking to throw. Now flushed out of the pocket. He'll run for the sideline, and he's tripped up there by number 44, Wayne Hamill.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle. They tried it. See, they're not afraid to take risk here. They want to throw the ball. They don't mind getting up by 4. They know that Mount Carmel has a great offense. They're going to take some shots down the field. They were looking to go deep on that play.
Well, we saw an 18-point fourth quarter lead evaporate earlier today as Aledo came back on Carthage and won in overtime. So you figure a 21-point lead in the first or second quarter isn't safe either.
It's not safe. You're right.
2nd down and 2 now for the Highlanders. Matt Mahaney trying to guide his team to a 2nd straight state title. Here's Gebhardt around the corner, has some room, down inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line.
Again, nice run by Gebhardt, showing that speed to the outside. Another 15-yard gain for the Highlanders. Moving the chains, now they're down around a 37-yard line, threatening to score again.
4 minutes left, second quarter. A score here would be huge. I mean, 21-0 is pretty sizable, but if they score again, it would be bad news for the Golden Aces. What Mahaney just, I love the way he runs this offense. Well, he's just up there. He's very confident. Hand off inside to Gebhardt. He's got room to run inside the 30, down to the 25. Hamill is there to catch him, but not after a gain of about 13 yards.
They're doing a good job of running different formations, running different plays. Here you see Schultz coming in motion, and they're going to hand the ball. Right here you see Schultz coming in motion. They hand the ball off straight on a dive, just a straight ahead. This isn't fancy football. They just dive it in there. He reads the box, breaks a tackle, and then makes some great cuts and gets down the field for another big game.
Getting some great blocking. 124 yards on 13 carries already for Anthony Gebhardt. 3:18 left, second quarter. Mahaney back to throw, pressure from Winters, and now the throw into the end zone to Turner. It's a touchdown! It's a touchdown. He caught it and then lost it, but he was across the goal line, and that is a touchdown. Greg Turner welcomes to the state championship game. 25 yards on the score from Matt Mahaney.
Well, you knew it was just a matter of time before he touched the ball, and when he does, big things happen. This was a play, though, that Matt Mahaney made. He really made a great job avoiding the on-rushing linebacker Winters, then set his feet and threw a strike to Matt Mahaney. About a 35-yard pass in the air. And he's got the touchdown. Great play, great catch.
Rick Albreski on for the point after. He's now 52 of 53 on the season. Make that 53 of 54. 28-0. 3:09 left, second quarter. Driscoll stunning Mount Carmel here late in the second quarter.
Well, there you see Nick Warner's coming in there, and he avoided the rush to a strike to Turner. Turner just running a corner pattern, waiting there for it. Great throw, great catch. Greg Turner, one touch, one touchdown.
I thought Turner lost the ball. That was the pylon that got kicked out of there. He hung on to it.
He doesn't drop too many.
No, he doesn't.
I've seen him make some unbelievable catches. He's got fantastic hands.
28-0. The Driscoll Catholic folks loving it. Aaron Peach searching for answers here.
I keep saying this, that they need to do things, They really need to get on the board here. They got to make this a 3-touchdown game.
Here's a look at the Golden Aces. Mount Carmel out of Wabash County down in southeastern Illinois. The North Egypt Conference is now defunct.
That's right.
Mount Carmel will now be the only Illinois school playing in an out-of-state conference. They'll play in a conference that's based in Indiana, Jasper, Indiana, one of the powers in that league. Here's the kickoff. Mount Carmel brings it back. That's Blake Blitzman out to the 30, the 35. And brought down about the 37-yard line, 32 yards on the return for Blake Witzman.
Well, you're probably going to see Luke Jones now back in the shotgun, and now the whole game really rests on his shoulders. He's going to have to just start taking the ball down the field, making good decisions with the ball, and getting them down the field.
Driscoll Catholic from Addison, DuPage County, Suburban Catholic Conference. There's their enrollment. And Stephen Marth is the man in charge.
Good conference at Suburban Catholic League. They play good competition. IC, Immaculate Conception down here in the 3A game. Montini, the only team that beat them this year. Very good team. They play a really good competition in Suburban Catholic League.
3:01 left for Mount Carmel to get something going here in the first half. It's Drone out to about the 41-yard line.
That's a good call, because what they're doing on defense, what Driscoll's doing, they're putting guys man-to-man on every receiver plus safeties behind it. So there really is only 4 guys in the box. So that's a good call. They got to try to get Luke open on that quarterback draw.
Only 13 yards rushing for Mount Carmel, 126 for Driscoll Catholic. That is the difference in this ball game at this point. 2:30 left, 28-0. 4 receivers for Mount Carmel. Drone throws it out to the flat to Witzman. He's brought down after a gain of only a couple. Turner there for the stop.
Good play on defense right there. Good call also, though, just to get a completion. Luke needs to get some confidence. He's a great quarterback, but he needs to make some completions. He's had a couple dropped on him. Needs to get some confidence so he can make the right throws and get this team in the end zone. Again, huge play, 3rd and 4.
Under 2 minutes to go now, second quarter. Trips receivers right. 2 receivers left. He throws it behind and almost picked off. It is picked off. It was behind the receiver. That's Mike Batts picking it off for Driscoll Catholic.
Great job on this play. You'll see but we're going to have just a slant-in pattern right here. He is open, but Luke Drone drops back. He throws the ball, and you're going to have the safety come back, bats right here. He's right here. He picks it, the ball off after the tip. Great catch, good hands. Great hands. You know, it's interesting. That whole defensive backfield lead, all juniors. So I thought they'd be really tested today, but so far they're up to the challenge.
A 28-0 lead here, a minute 51 left in the first half.
You can just see these guys come up to the line of scrimmage. They're hungry. This Driscoll team, they want another score before half.
This looks like a pro offense here tonight. Here's the pitch to Gebhardt, left side. He picks up about 4 or 5. Gebhardt now 124 yards in the first half.
Looks like he's limping a little bit there. He's probably just tired.
He's worn out. I'm worn out just watching him.
You know, they've been able to get to the corner. Gebhardt has been able really to get outside anytime he wants. They're going to have to contain them and bottle him and send him back inside of those linebackers. They can't let him just run to the outside or he's just going to continue to kill them.
2nd and 5. Gebhardt in motion. Mahaney in the shotgun. Lots of time. Has a man. Adjusts on the ball. It's Gebhardt. Who else? And he's brought down at about the 22-yard line. Pickup of 24 on the play.
Everything's going right for Driscoll. Here there was great coverage. He runs just a swing up the sidelines and really good coverage. And just Gebhardt makes the adjustment to the ball and the defensive back just doesn't see it. Gebhardt catches it. Another huge gain for Driscoll. Everything is going their way.
Driscoll Catholic will take timeout with 1 minute left in the first half. Matt Mahaney, 6 of 8, passing 160 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Very impressive in the first half from Driscoll. Really, I'm surprised. I really thought that this would be a closer game. Again, I don't know, maybe it was the motion thing. They just didn't know how to handle that, the revenge factor coming in Mount Carmel, but Driscoll has done a fantastic job, really on the shoulders of Gebhardt. There you see the stats for Driscoll. During the regular season, they averaged 33 points a game, only giving up 10 points. The playoffs, a little bit less on offense, but again, their defense is held strong. Last week against Princeton, they only gave up 3 points on defense, and they've held this Mount Carmel offense, which is very, very potent, to nothing in the first half.
16 yards rushing, 30 yards passing for Mount Carmel.
Yeah, 46 yards total offense in the first half.
290 yards for Driscoll Catholic. And that domination shows up on the scoreboard. They lead 28-0. They have the ball here, driving again. Mahaney caught from behind. That's Nick Winters, the linebacker. 9 sacks coming into tonight's ball game.
Nice play by Winters again. If he doesn't make that play, Mahaney is off to the races.
Here's Mahaney back to throw again. Looks, runs out of time. And it's Chris Johnston bringing him down.
That was a coverage sack again. Mount Carmel that time were all over their receivers. Mahaney could do nothing but just take the sack. You'd like to see, though, Mahaney just throw the ball away in this point because you don't want to take sacks with only the clock running down. Now we only got 15 seconds to go.
Mahaney back to throw. This team is not just going to go into the locker room with a 28-point lead. They're still aggressive, completing the pass that time to number 44, Billy Morris, who has a touchdown catch earlier. 9 seconds on the clock.
Looks like they're going to take time out here.
Now, they're not content with this 28-point lead.
No. Well, they're already in field goal range. They've done a great job all year on field goals. They've made 10 of 16. Rick Albreski, 10 of 16 again, like last year. He was the hero, and they know they could at least have a great shot at 3 right now.
Up next, Class 3A state championship, DuQuoin at 12-1, taking on Immaculate Conception, also out of the Suburban Catholic Conference, the same conference that brings us Driscoll Catholic here tonight. Aledo won 41-40 in overtime over Carthage to win the 2A championship, and it was South Beloit big over El Paso to win the 1A. Again, they've kind of flipped things around. We went 2A, then 1A, now 4A and 3A, give the different classes a chance to play at different times down here in Champaign.
Yeah, well, you know, you get up early in the morning for that 10 o'clock game if you're a 1A team. That gets old after a while. So I think it's just nice to give a little change of pace for everybody.
Ironic, though, Carthage was a 1A team and played the 10 o'clock game. Now they're 2A and they played the 10 o'clock game again. 9 seconds left. Here's Mahaney looking for Turner in the end zone. Touchdown! What a great catch. Greg Turner.
What a clinic we're seeing today on the offensive side of the football for Driscoll. Executing perfectly, a great thrown ball, and then an awesome catch in the corner. Just a great play. Mount Carmel, they're just shaking their heads. They don't know what's happened to them.
The sideline, the stands on the Mount Carmel side, silent right now.
They've been standing the whole game. Now they're standing in disbelief, I think.
Who can blame him? Albreski, good again. 3 seconds left. It's 35-0. Driscoll Catholic with the lead. It's been all Driscoll Catholic so far.
Well, we've got a good look at Turner, haven't we? 2 touches, 2 touchdowns, fantastic catch. Those are the plays he's made all year for him, and that's why he's their star player.
Here's another look. Mahaney now 8 of 10, 4 touchdown passes here in the first half. Beautiful throw here to Turner. He made the catch, just waited for the official to make sure and then give us the signal that he was in the end zone. And Turner, an outstanding catch. 41 catches on the year.
Mahaney knew before the snap who he was going to, and it's a good decision. Anytime you throw the ball Greg Turner's way, you're making a good choice.
Matt Mahaney has already tied the 4A state championship game title with his 4th touchdown pass, and we got 24 minutes to play. 24 minutes and 3 seconds. Unbelievable start.
And I doubt, because of this offense, they probably will not be running the ball second half. They'll probably continue to throw.
Albreski to kick off. And that's Morris picking it up, looking for yardage and finding none. Great coverage by the Driscoll Catholic kickoff team. And that is how the first half will end. Domination by the men in black and gold. Driscoll Catholic 35-0 over Mount Carmel. An amazing, amazing first half display by the Highlanders.
Yeah, they've executed very, very well. They've obviously done a great job in preparation for this game. And I think their team speed has been evident, both on the offensive side of the ball and defensive side of the ball.
Kurt Pegler is with genius Tim Rackey.
That's right, Lee. Tim Rackey, the head coach of the team that's up 35-0 Driscoll. Coach, has your team, maybe in the history of the school, ever played a better first half than that?
Well, we've played some halves this year that have been outstanding, just like the one you just saw, so I'm pleased. That's why I'm not getting overly excited. I want to see how we come out in the third quarter, because we played really well like this before. We've come out a little flat, so that's why I'm going to be very poised right now. But I'm pleased. They played very hard and very well.
It seems like Anthony Gebhardt just is having his way out there.
He's the heart and soul of our team, and I think he proved it in that half for everybody here to see, that he doesn't quit. His motor's always running. He gets it done because he practices the way he plays.
Great first half.
Thank you very much.
All right, Addison Driscoll with an impressive first half, up 35-0 over Mount Carmel in the Class 4A state championship game. Back with halftime after these messages and a local break. We're joined now by the Driscoll High School cheerleading squad, and I think you guys have smiles on your faces for a very, very good reason right now. Let me ask you, have you ever seen a first half like that, like your team played today?
Yeah, we have really good boys.
I'd say at this point, everybody's speechless around here. I guess even the cheerleaders. I know you said that you've got one of your squad members is not with you, and she's homesick. And tell us about that.
Oh, we're missing one of our girls because she's sick today. But we love her a lot and we miss her a lot. We just want to say
well, she's missing out on a pretty good performance. What's it been like all year long to be cheering for a championship team that's that's coming back to the championship. It's been fun this year, hasn't it?
It's been great. We've had a really great season, and we're really proud of our boys. They're a great team. We love them.
What do you have on your cheeks? I'm seeing these things that are kind of on your cheeks here.
It says Gold and Black Attack. They're our tattoos. They're like cheek cheers. We all wear them.
Every game, huh? Well, they've certainly brought good luck here. As we're getting a nice close-up of them. All right, you guys going to do a cheer for us? All right. Why don't you stand up, or maybe you're already in place. I don't know, but this is the Addison Driscoll High School cheerleading squad who's going to perform a cheer for us.
We're Driscoll. We're proud. Black and gold. Let's shout it out. We're Driscoll. We're proud. Black and gold. Let's shout it out. We're Driscoll. We're proud. Black and gold. Let's shout it out. We're Driscoll.
All right, very good, ladies. Congratulations on what's been a great year in the first half so far, and entertain us again in the second half, all right? All right, that's the for second half action. It's halftime. It's 35-0. Addison Driscoll leading Mount Carmel in the IHSA State Championship game in Class 4A. Bill Lowdy is joining us. He is the head official, I guess you'd say, in the state of Illinois. One of your responsibilities, and I know Bill, is kind of grading out officials and evaluating where they're at. Tell me about that process and how that is.
To get this status, to get
5-0. Driscoll Catholic, the lead over Mount Carmel. This game billed as the rematch of last year's 4A championship game that went to double overtime. It was a great ball game. This was very lopsided, but it's 35-0, but it's been an entertaining first half.
Yeah, it has. The Driscoll offense really has just been phenomenal. Matt Mahaney, you see him here. Here's the great fake to Turner, the little dump. And this was, man, we saw a lot of in the first half. Anthony Gebhardt, and here he goes up the sideline, makes one move there, then gets into the end zone, and I think they saw a little bit too much of Anthony Gebhardt in the first half.
One touchdown rushing, one receiving. Here's Mahaney again, who just, I'm very impressed with him.
Yep. Mahaney does a great job. They double covered Turner, and he realized it and hit Billy Morris right down the middle. Great effort by Billy, and another touchdown.
That one covered 56 yards. Then it was Gebhardt on a 44-yard touchdown run here.
Yeah, he made people miss all half. He gets to the outside, then makes great open field running moves, and then makes the great touchdown. Now, here's Matt Mahaney avoiding the rush and then hitting Greg Turner in the corner. Very simple, right on the money.
First time Turner touched the ball in the first half.
Yep, and here Matt Mahaney, he knew he was going to go to. They threw the fade in the corner to Greg Turner, makes the great catch, and there it is, another touchdown for Turner.
And we want to apologize. There's some Mount Carmel fans out there, and we want to apologize. We don't have any first half highlights to show you. We're sorry.
Yep.
We really are. And hopefully they will come back and get back in this ball game in the second half. Great showing from Mount Carmel here tonight. Score, I mean, this is just going to be lopsided on every number if you look at it right here. 13 first downs, only 2 for Mount Carmel. Look at the yards.
Unbelievable. You've got 46 yards for Mount Carmel. They average 413 yards a game. They only have 46. On the flip side, over 300 yards in the first half alone for Driscoll. Unbelievable showcase from Driscoll.
And they really don't have that much of an advantage time of possession either. Third down conversions, 2 of 7 for Mount Carmel, 4 of 5 for Driscoll. Yep. Rushing yards, there's a big stat right there, 129 to 16.
Yeah, it's just a one-sided game all up and down the stats. Really, I think what Mount Carmel just has to do now is just establish themselves a little bit, get Luke Drone some confidence, and just play football. And you never know. They've got to play great defense. They've got to try to keep Gebhardt contained a little bit. But it's a big uphill battle here for Mount Carmel in the second half.
And Tim Rackey told Kurt, after the end of the first half, before we went to the halftime break, I'm guardedly optimistic, kind of is what he said. Yeah, I like the 35-0, but I'm not taking anything for granted here. This is a good Mount Carmel team, and they can come back and make a game of this. We'll be back with more from Memorial Stadium after this local break. And you were talking earlier about the youth in their defensive backfield, and that hasn't been a problem so far for them either.
They start 7 juniors on the defensive side of the ball, and they're just making great plays. That says a lot about that team next year. 7 juniors.
Rick Albreski to kick off. Mount Carmel will get the ball and the win to start the second half. This is Morris with it. To the 15, to the 20, and he's wrapped up there Mike Bass on the tackle after a gain of 16.
Well, I assume we're going to see Luke Drone back in shotgun formation here. They really don't need to mess with the formation that's going to run the ball, spread them out, start throwing the ball, and count on Luke Drone to get him down the field.
Not too many sad faces in that Mount Carmel crowd.
Well,
still a lot of football left.
That's right.
If anybody can bring this team back, I'd like to let number 2 have a chance. He takes it himself. Goes forward for a couple.
They're very committed to running on first down so far today. They really haven't averaged that. I'd say they're averaging 2 or 3 yards per play on first down.
Drone rushed for 813 yards this season and 7 touchdowns.
His arm is what they got to get hot right now.
2nd and 7 for the Golden Aces. They've faced 2nd and long pretty much all night. Drone in the shotgun. Throws into double coverage, ball tipped. There's a flag on the play, a late flag.
Looks like they might get defensive holding or pass interference out there on Greg Turner.
Matt Kish was in on the coverage as well, and it is against the Highlanders.
Well, they tried to get the ball to Michael Brewer, who's really been their big play guy this year. He's only had this game 2 catches for 27 yards.
Pass interference. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I like the decision to try to get the ball into Brewer's hands.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Mount Carmel. Little ray of light for the Golden Aces.
There's a lot of pressure now on the offensive line of Mount Carmel because Driscoll knows they're going to have to throw the football, and they're just pinning their ears back, trying to get pressure on Drone.
Drone in the shotgun, running the option now. Has a lane, gets out to the 45 and brought down at about the 48-yard line.
Nice
Maybe
play.
the biggest gain of the night for Luke Drone.
It is, and that's the first time they've run the option play. And they got to the outside. They have been trying to run Luke Drone between the tackles. Now they finally came outside, had some success, picked up 10 yards and a first down. I'm actually surprised they're not going no huddle. Right now they're down 35-0, 7 touchdowns. They need to take the lead here. I'm very surprised they're not in the no huddle.
Well, this is kind of new ground, new territory for Mount Carmel. Drone gives to Morris. Ryan Morris met by a host of tacklers and drags them to about the 50. Tranchitella in there on the stop.
Trying to just keep them honest. I think that defensive front, so they don't just play pass every single play. But they won't see many more of those runs, I don't think, this second half.
Here's an amateur coach play call right here. How about a little play action on the next first down and 10 for Mount Carmel?
I would love to see it. I've been calling for it. I've been calling for it all game.
Maybe that's what they're trying to set up. Drone again in the shotgun, under 10 minutes to go now, third quarter. Fakes to Morris. Here comes the pressure. Drone throws, incomplete, intended for Wayne Hamill on the near sideline.
Great job there by Luke Drone just to get rid of the ball and not take a sack. Did a good job coming off the corner to put pressure on him. He avoided it and just got rid of the ball so they didn't take the 7-yard loss.
How do you like those new helmets?
I like those helmets.
Kind of the hockey helmet look there.
That's right.
Some traditionalists aren't too fond of those, I know.
Well, the gold helmets are in for this game.
You bet.
Everybody loves the gold helmet.
A little bit like Boston College against Notre Dame down there tonight. 9:52 to go, third quarter, 35-0. Mount Carmel trying to get something going. Trips receivers left. Drone to fake. Had a man, but unfortunately for him, the man was Greg Turner. Lee Anderson was the intended receiver, but
Anderson just came down the field on a little post route, was wide open. You'll see it right here.
There's actually Kish on the defense.
Here it comes, he's wide open, right across the middle. Drone just throws the ball a little too high. He's lucky that ball wasn't intercepted. He's got to hit those, though. He's wide open for the first down. He's got to deliver right on the numbers. They need to move the chains and keep the drive going.
Brings up 4th down and 8. They really don't have much choice down 35-0, do they?
Nope.
0 for 1 on 4th down. Here's Drone back to throw. Goes deep and throws out of bounds. Brewer, the intended receiver, and he was well covered that time. Greg Turner, excuse me, in on the coverage there.
They're going to have a hard time going down the field. They're going to have to run crossing routes. They've got a defense where they're playing man-to-man up front and 2 safeties behind. It's going to be very difficult to get the ball down the field. You need to start running some crossing routes, get him going across the field to shake loose those defenders.
So Driscoll Catholic will get the ball back on downs. 9:42 to go, 3rd quarter. They lead at 35-0. I think Greg said it earlier, a clinic. Big time yardage for Jason Schultz. He's going to go all the way unless they come up with a tackle inside the 10, and they do.
Great run.
Mike Cheeseman saved a touchdown after a 42-yard gain by Jason Schultz.
It's a very, very simple play you see here. They just turn, they give the ball right up here on a little trap play. He goes, the great stiff arm happens right about here. Does a great job using his strength, and then he's off to the races. Right here, you'll see the stiff arm, and then he's gone. Does a nice job avoiding the defender here. Picks up an extra 10 yards.
1st and goal from the 8. Schultz gets the handoff again. He's inside the 5 now.
They like to give the ball to Schultz right here. He's their bruiser. Sometimes they'll either give it to him or he'll lead up on a linebacker and they'll foul Gephardt right behind him.
232 yards on the season coming into tonight. 4 touchdowns for Jason Schultz.
It's kind of been one of those games that you kind of dream of as an offensive coordinator. Whatever you're calling is working, whether they run it or whether they throw it, these Driscoll Highlanders are executing.
2nd and goal from the 4. Backs in the eye. Schultz is the 2nd man through, and he's down to about the 2-yard line.
That's something I haven't seen before. They switched. They put Schultz back at the back of the eye, and they led with Gephardt in there. Usually it's the other way around. Usually got the big boy up front and the little guy behind. They're pulling out everything tonight, Lee.
Spreading the wealth a little bit here. Gephardt already with 128 yards.
Oh, man, I like that helmet. See that helmet? You can tell he's had some hits, scraping the paint off.
3rd and goal, 8 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Driscoll Catholic trying to add to their 35-0 lead. Did we call that a power eye?
That was the power eye right there.
Pulls in from 2 yards out. And it's another Driscoll touchdown.
Nothing fancy. Turn, give the ball to your big man, and he just takes a defender and pulls him into the end zone. You don't see them give the ball really to that power eye back very often. But it seems like anything they called today has been successful.
Rick Albreski back to kick another extra point. Perfect on the night. And adds another one there. 42-0, Driscoll Catholic the lead. Back with more after this network break. .7:52 left, 42-0 Driscoll Catholic to kick off. Mount Carmel unable to solve the mystery here tonight. As the wind shifted, I guess it has, because Albreski kicks that one into the end zone. We've seen that today, but going the other way, and the wind has changed directions here.
Here's a look at the touchdown. Usually that little blocking back right there just goes in and leads on a linebacker. They decide to give it to Schultz, and he bowls in for the 1-yard score.
His 5th touchdown of the season. I love those guys with those big shoulder pads and neck rolls.
Yeah.
They're great.
Makes them look like they're about 250 pounds.
Oh, man. Luke Drone under center. There's the pass on 1st down, Coach.
I like it.
Complete to Brewer. Gain of 5.
You can see the strength of Luke Drone's arm there. Good drop, good mechanics, fires the ball right into Brewer's hands, 5-yard gain.
He's a heck of an athlete, a basketball player as well, he pitches on the baseball team, so you know he's got a good arm.
Yeah, our viewers around the state haven't really seen the Luke Drone I think that many of their opponents has seen. This guy is a tremendous athlete, tremendous passer and runner.
Threw for 4 touchdowns, rushed for another one in the state championship game a year ago. Here's the flex bone on 2nd and 5. The give, and no gain there for the Bus. Tyler Bus.
Mr. Schultz met him right in the hole.
Tyler, don't call me Jerome Bettis, Bus. He had a shoulder injury. He only played the first quarter of the semifinal game against Hillsboro, but he's back in there tonight. Darren Peach and his staff huddling on the sideline, trying to figure out a way to get something going here offensively against Driscoll Catholic. And these guys, this defense held Princeton to 17 yards in the second half a week ago. They have been doing this pretty consistently, allowing only 10.5 points a game. And there is movement on the Driscoll Catholic side of the line.
That's one way to get yards. Get him to jump off sides.
Luke Moreau's jumped and then fell back on his behind and held his helmet. He knew he messed up.
Defense. 5-yard penalty with a first down.
Talking to coaches in the Suburban Catholic, they have really emphasized that Driscoll doesn't make mistakes. They don't turn the ball over. They don't make penalties. That's one of the reasons they've been so successful the last couple of years. They don't make mistakes, and when you make one, they capitalize on it. They're methodical in what they do, and they execute very, very well.
1st and 10 now for the Golden Aces. Drone with the give to Bus, and he gets about 4 yards on first down.
Well, Tyler Buss is a junior. He'll be back again next year. They've got both backs coming back. Both Buss and their other running back, Ryan Morris, are both juniors. Ryan Morris, 6'1", 195, and the Buss is 6'1", 225. So they've got a good group of running backs coming back next season.
2nd and 6. We approach the 5-minute mark. Drone back to throw. Can't find anybody. Nice adjustment on the ball by Brewer, but it was over his head. He was running a sideline route and then cut inside at the last minute trying to adjust to that ball, but
there just aren't guys open, Lee. They're doing a great job back there uncovering their receivers. Number 1, Mike Batts, great coverage. He's done actually a great job all game covering Brewer. We have Turner and Batts are both covering Turner, and they've done, or excuse me, covering Michael Brewer, and they've done a good job. Another 3rd and long here from Mount Carmel.
$70 yards total offense for Mount Carmel, 362 for Driscoll. Here's a give to the Bus. He's still on his feet and down almost at midfield, about the 49-yard line. First down for the Golden Aces.
Well, you heard a little bit of cheering from the crowd over there on the other side of the field. Mount Carmel gets their 6th first down of the game, get to midfield. They haven't been across midfield in a long time.
Before the game, Darren Peach said the Driscoll Catholic defense is probably the best we've faced all year. I think he would probably remove the probably from his statement if we were to ask him now. Drone back to throw. Nobody open, Coach. And Kish there. Had a tip at it, trying for the interception.
Yeah, there was nobody to throw to again. The defensive backfield, Driscoll, again, doing a great job. Luke Drone's got to be frustrated because nobody is open. I'd like to see him run a couple crossing routes across the field to try to get away from that underneath coverage of Driscoll.
You thinking shorter patterns?
Yeah, a little shorter. Just get him running across the field to get away. They're playing a lot of man right now.
Takes the give, pitches instead to Summers. And he's out of bounds at the 45. They'll bring up 3rd and about a long 4.
The option's really been their best running play. You saw it earlier to Luke Drone. He got about a 10-yard gain early on the option play when he kept it. Here he pitches it, and that's been a nice play for him. They fake to the fullback. Luke Drone comes down. He reads the end. End takes him. He pitches it out. They get a nice gain on the play. Plus, he gets out of bounds. When you're trying to come back, it never hurts to get out of bounds.
Jake Summers' first carry of the night. Here's the option back this way, and stepping up is Mike Batts, the big stop in the backfield. He came up and put a lick on Ryan Morris. Mike Batts, junior cornerback.
Great reactions here. Did a great job making him pitch the ball, and then Batts comes in with a big hit. Plus, he had friends. Gephardt's right there. Excellent job again. Again, it's the great quickness of Driscoll's defense showing up in another 4th down and long situation for Mount Carmel.
Minute 50 left. 3rd quarter. 4th and 10. Golden Ace is going for it. Drone looks deep, has a man. It's Brewer, and he can't hang on. Oh, my goodness. It was there.